And we're back. So this is part 2 of the breakup spell. See, you don't hear from me for several weeks and then all of a sudden you get 2 videos. What's that all about, right? I want to do this and I want to make sure to take the time to explain to you how to do things properly with this candle. Because if this candle is done properly, it is very, very effective. Just give it 2 months time. Burn 1 or 2 during a winding cycle. Keep the empty glass in the closet for about a week, then dispose in the recycle bin. Remember, we want to be environmentally friendly. And then wait a couple of months and see what happens, what transpires. If in a couple of months this did not produce the desired result, then you're going to do it again until it does. And chances are things will probably do. Now, we already have spoken about putting the names here. The name of the man, John, you scratch it, again scratch it like a lottery ticket here. And the name of the female, Jane, I'm just making this up, folks. Jane, scratch it here. Then you're going to, the black heart oil, you don't need to fill all these with a lot of oil. Sometimes clients send me the pictures of the things that they prepare and it's got like this much of oil. No, only a couple of drops. Really, it's really symbolic. You're just telling this candle, I want these 2 people to be miserable. And you don't need more than 2 little drops of black heart oil in there. Trust me. Then a couple of drops of breakup oil. Again, it should be really like around the stick. You don't want to bury the stick in oil because the candle will not burn, folks. So you just want to make sure that you just put a little drop of oil, 2 drops of each, I will go. And that's it. Then you get matches. I tend to roll the stick. See, the stick is pretty long. I usually tend to roll it a little bit to make it a U, and I'm not sure that you can see this. I kind of squish it a little bit so it stays in a U, right? And then I turn it on. And when I turn it on, you can, or you may or may not use the tower. Some people put the tower right next to the candle. You don't have to do anything, or some people put it under like this. The tower symbolizes distraction. Okay, so some people, what they do is after they put the oil on the candle, they put the tower under it. It's a hoodoo tradition, actually. They put the tower under it like this, and then they put they represent with tarot cards what they want this couple to go through. So, for example, the 5 of Swords represents defeat and fighting. So they put, this around them. The 5 of Cups represents disappointments and things that fall below expectation. So they put this around it. The Hangman represents separation, suspension. So this is when the couple says, wait, maybe we should take a break. So they put that there. And if the couple is married and you're still doing other work, but you're doing this at home, you want the Justice card because you want the couple to file for divorce, right? So the Justice card represents legal documents. You don't need all this, and you don't need the tower. I've done plenty of candles for myself or others just with the candle itself, not even with the oils, and the people separated. So you can decide to either just burn the candle and say the formula, and that's it. And then once the candle is all the way down, you put it in a dark closet for about a week, and then you toss it in the recycle bin, and you don't think about it anymore. Or you can add 2 drops of each. If you do this, remember, you have to add 2 drops of each time that you light up the candle. Okay, so first night you light up the candle, you put 2 drops of each, you say the formula. If you have the tarot cards, you can display the tarot cards. You burn this for a few hours, remember, safely, and then you turn it off. You just use a snuffer to turn it off. I wouldn't blow on it. So then second night, before you turn on the candle, you add the strength to the candle. So 2 more drops of breakup oil, 2 more drops of black heart, and then you probably have already the cards set up. And then you light it up and say the formula again and let it burn for a few hours again. You get the deal? So another thing that, some people do, but I don't recommend you doing, is to just start it and let it burn without finishing. True, you can do that if you have an altar and a safe space. If you're doing this in your own home, I suggest you to do this the safe way. Look, it's not going to change the result of the candle. So might as well do it in the safe way. So now, on to the formula. When you light up the candle, you are going to say this, and it's going to be down here too. Like, look at the explanation in the video, because it's going to be there. Ofrezco e invoco esta oracion al espiritu del odio, al ángel de la guarda de John Doe, name of him, Jane Doe, name of her, para que infunda en esas 2 personas odio y separación, y haga que nazca en cada uno de ellos odio mortal, y que jamás el uno pueda recordar el nombre del otro sin sentir odio. Que los olores que compartieron juntos sean repugnantes para John y para Jane. Que los momentos que compartieron sean desagradables para John y para Jane. Que si se encuentran no se vean y si se hablan no se entiendan. Invoco al espiritu del camino para que separe la ruta de John y de Jane. Amén. And there's no other way around it. I mean, you can find the translation in English, and you can say that in English, but I guarantee you it's not going to do the same. It's not going to be the same. So might as well give it a stab to your old Spanish knowledge to say this little formula in Spanish. It does wonders, really. So there's no way around that. I guarantee you. So now let's talk about something that I've also mentioned in the other video about this breakup candle. So the breakup candle does not bring the person back to you. Say that you are a woman and you want your man back, and that man is now with another woman. So you're doing this to break the man with the other woman. This is all that this is going to do. This is not going to bring your man back. You need other work for that. That's not this. Okay? So all that this is going to do is that it will create disgusting energy between 2 people to where one or both will think this isn't working out for me. And they'll probably part ways. Now, so first thing is, this is not going to bring your man back. Okay, so you need love work for that. This is just going to attempt to separate 2 people. Period, full stop. Number 2, this is not enough for a couple that is married. You can burn several of this, and you can burn. I've seen people that did this on married couples, and they have caused a lot of fights and a lot of resentment built up in a married couple. But this alone, even if you burn it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, will not break the covenant of marriage unless you're unless there is already a situation on the brink of divorce. Breaking a marriage is very difficult, not because the couple doesn't love each other anymore, but I get a lot of people that says, can you break these two married people up? Oh, we do, but it's going to take some time. People don't stay married, folks, just because of love. They stay married because they're filing taxes jointly, for example. They stay married because separating would mean that they will lose everything that they have. They stay married because their finances are all tangled with the family of him or the family of her, and getting divorced will be a complete mess. They stay married for their dogs. They stay married for their children. I mean, there are so many reasons that keep two people together that have absolutely nothing to do with love and sex. And that's something that you guys have to understand, because you need to understand what keeps that couple together so that you can operate on breaking that particular chain that keeps them together, if that makes sense. And that takes time. But this can help. And if the couple is not married, this can definitely help. Now, other little downside to this, and I talk about this in the other video too, this can cause, you need to really monitor while you're burning this. Check out your target. It's a good thing if you still talk to your target. So if you're still on talking terms with your target, check him out, because he will break with this woman. But this can bring another woman around, a third woman that maybe you don't know about, that you have to intervene on. So just be careful, because people have gotten pregnant after this scandal. So, and I mean a third person, not these two, okay? So for that, I refer you to the first video of this scandal. So you just need to really monitor the situation. And if you're doing this because you want to bring a person back to you, you have to make sure that you do love work on this person. Because you break these two up, and then he goes on to a third woman that you don't know about, and then you're going to be in serious trouble. So you have to make sure when you decide to do this type of work that you cover all your bases. That you know that when you try to break up two people, you do love work so that the person comes back to you and doesn't go to somebody else that you don't know about. You need to keep monitoring your target to make sure that there isn't a third party anywhere. Usually these candles reveals the truth, so you can kind of see what is going on. And I think I told you everything. I think you can do this on your own now. Remember the formula, nothing you can do about it but learn it. Just kind of like you learn the Malaysian words, or that we demonic practitioners have to learn Latin. You gotta learn the little Spanish formula if you want this to work. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Also, a lot of you have asked, where are my reports? Again, to that I say we have had the holidays, not just you, but also us. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and reports take a while, so be patient, and reports will be compiled and probably sent out this coming week. So with that, I leave you. Please continue to stay safe and take care of each other. This is Jen with Jen in the Morning. Thank you. Bye.